To Real Issue Podcast. I'm your host, Martel Llewellyn. Guys, if you are a Miami Heat fan, continue to like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for all the support. If you're an NBA fan, subscribe to the channel, and thank you for all the support. So, Mr. Ira Winderman, he's talking about the Miami Heat struggles this season. He said, "This is what happens when you try to toe the line with things like luxury tax, player development, and still push the narrative of being a contender." I will say, of course, the Miami Heat, they have definitely struggled this season. We're seventh in the Eastern Conference, especially off the run that we had last season. Nobody would expect for us to have this season. But then at the same time, this is what happens, just like how he said. He said at the end of the day, things like the luxury tax, the player development, things like that really implemented this team because think about it. We're in cap hell. We have no money. We have Tyler Hero that we're going to be paying next season, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry. So Duncan Robinson, we have a lot of bad contracts on this team. I will say that Kyle Lowry will be somewhat of a positive asset if we're able to get off of him next season. But just in terms of the grand scheme of things, these past two seasons in terms of assets and trying to get assets and utilizing assets, I think that the Miami Heat did a terrible job because they signed Dwayne Dedmon. They said, oh, yeah, we're going to flip his contract. They didn't flip his contract, and then they had to use a second-round pick to get off of him. We overpaid Duncan Robinson, but then at the same time, with the Miami Heat's three-point shooting, we haven't been able to shoot great or consistently since the end of last season. And who could have predicted that? We went from the best three-point shooting team to the worst. And to be honest, I don't even understand how it's possible. But then at the same time, we have a lot of undrafted players. I think that's another issue as well. This undrafted foolishness has to stop after this season. And I get it, they like guys who are hungry and want to win. But then at the same time, this is the NBA. We need talent. We need guys that are talented. We need guys that are athletes. We need guys that, we don't just rely on hard work. And of course, hard work is a very big thing in the NBA. And I know that the Miami Heat do take that seriously, but we need NBA level talent. We need guys that can create their own shots. We need guys that can attack the basket. We don't need one dimensional guys who are also terrible on defense. We need lengthier players. We need guys like 6'8" wings, guys that can jump out the gym, guys that can catch lobs, guys that can impact winning more than just shooting, more than just passing, more than just defense. We need well-rounded NBA players. And I think that's what we really have to go into looking forward. My main thing is, what direction is this Miami Heat team going to choose? Are they going to trade Jimmy Butler in the offseason? Because he's looking at a nice $50 million coming his way. Also, too, are they going to build around Bam and Tyler? Because I know a lot of people want to trade Tyler Hero. They're saying that he's not that guy. And to be honest, if we do make the playoffs, this is really going to be the real test. Even if we lose, I just want to see, how does Tyler Hero perform? Because going forward, remember, Tyler Hero said he's like Luka, Trey, and Ja. He said he's in the same conversation as them. So that means that when you're going to be making this money, you're putting your name in the conversation of other great young players, you're going to be held to that same standard. So there's a lot of things that are going on with this Miami Heat team. Like I said before, the undrafted foolishness definitely has to stop. I don't want to see it anymore. I'm not saying that we can't have maybe two undrafted guys that are the last two guys on our bench, but to say that our roster should be molded around undrafted guys with low budget talent, to me, that's a recipe for disaster. That was a huge anomaly that happened last season. Also, too, I want to continue to improve on our size going forward. Bam Adebayo, he definitely needs help at the 4 going forward in the future. He's going to need that backup 5. I think those are very important so that Bam Adebayo is not being drained, literally doing everything, guarding 1 through 5. Also, to our perimeter defenders, I'm hoping that we can get at least some better solid defenders that can hold down the perimeter. We all know that Tyler Hero is not the best guy on defense. He does get bullied. So I am also looking for him to gain at least some weight, gain some muscle mass so that he can at least absorb some of that contact. And then also, to the starting point guard. I think that Gabe Vincent, he's definitely not a starting point guard. He's at best a backup point guard. So I really want to see what do the Miami Heat do at that point guard position, because we're going to need an athlete. We're going to need about a 6'5", 6'6" guard who can pass, shoot, and just be an NBA level point guard. Enough of this mid-level talent. I think that when you give Spo great talent, which we've seen in the past, we've given him the big 3, and he was able to work wonders. But let me know what you guys think about what Ira said. I think that he's definitely holding the front office accountable this season. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, share, comment, subscribe as we continue to push to 2,000 subscribers.